Oh, hello. Hello. How is everybody? I'm here. Hi, Mia Bear. Hi, Susie. How's the sound? Am I echoing? Am I pushed the wrong button and I got all discombobulated again. Hi, Becca. Hi, Elizabeth. Hi, Nia. Okay, sounds good. All right. All right, cool. Hang on just 1 second. Hi, Jody. Pickle. Hi, Joey. And just a second while I get my act together. So has everybody seen the new drawing? This is the one that I just put in my Etsy shop. And it is called When Dragons Come, or yeah, it's called Dragons Come Calling. Why, I am backed all the way out. How come my camera just suddenly is not quite tall enough to get an entire picture in? That's so funny. Okay, let me get rid of that. I am, despite my protestations of saying that I'm ready, I wasn't quite ready. And I looked at the clock and went, oh no. Okay. So, hi everyone, and thank you very much. I am having so much fun. So much fun with these dragons. You guys have no idea. And so now there are two. Spica has parents. These are her parents. At any rate, it is available in my Etsy shop. Now oh, by the way, if anybody hasn't seen that, that was the finish of what we did last Sunday. So and then I posted early this morning. I posted a video about some tools that I invented that made my job easier, and I colored a pot and a background, and that's an ongoing project. Yes, Charlotte, another dragon. Hi, Shannon. Hi, let's see. Hi again, Susie and Louise and Mia Bear. I said hi to it, Becca, and thank you. It's going to be a while, Becca, before I have an entire book. Thank you, Shannon. Okay, well, thank you for coming in. Hi, Dev. Long time no speak. Yes, it's been what, 10 minutes? Hi, Melinda. Hi, Be Bright. Just watching all the people coming in. It's so wonderful to see. Hi, Melody. Welcome, welcome. And hi, Pamela. And lurk away, honey. Lurking is absolutely allowed. And so what we're going to do today is, this is my book, Flowers and Flyers. And it represents the first departure that I ever took from, just sort of floral designs. And so it has all kinds of things in it. It has my Songbird series. Now, I should say that this is available as a separate download. The Songbird series of the first 4 drawings is available as a separate download in my shop, along with all the individual pages. So there is going to be an Easter egg today. And I am going to go ahead and put it in early. And the reason why is if any of you would like to pick up any of the pages or the new dragon, you can do that with a Easter egg coupon. And so, and so here is the coupon for today's Easter egg. And if you've been looking for Easter eggs, there weren't any in the last 2 lives. I didn't say I'd do it every time, but there is a 25% off coupon for everything in the store except the tote bags. So, and you are not all dragons. I'm so waiting that not all. Yeah, no, it won't be all dragons. Whatever it is, it won't be all dragons. It will also have maybe some fantasy type creatures and some trolls. There has to be at least one beautiful hammer wielding, troll bashing, gorgeous fairy that I have to do to depict our friend May. Because I promised I would, and I will do that. And maybe we could make Dev the she's bashing. uh, anyway, I'm just nothing but a big kid, I guess. So all kinds of things aside, we are going to be coloring in this book. This, of course, is a painted bunting. You might not know that, but that's a painted bunting. This is a cardinal pear, and this is a Baltimore Oriole. And the one we're going to color today is the Bohemian Waxwing. And it is a pretty bird. A lot of people choose to color this one as a bluebird, and that one is perfectly fine. It does look a lot like a Stellar's Jay. But, and then this is the Scarlet Tanager. And it's, of course, eating strawberries. This is sort of more along the first few books that I did of just really pretty, calming, symmetrical designs. So we do have a little something for everybody. Welcome, Sammy. Hi, Melinda. Oh, I am so glad you like it. Do you know that the design work on that, Melinda, was colored by my friend Virginia? And that is done. I took that as a straight off the page and created that design for those tote bags with it. And it's just absolutely wonderful. Hi, Belinda. How are ya? Anybody that I am missing, it is because I cannot wear my glasses and look at the coloring page, but I also can't see the computer. So I have to get really close to it. And so if I miss you, please do not take it personally. It is because I didn't see you. So we have a choice today, everyone. We can choose to color with either the Prismacolors or with the Inktense. And I am going to let all of you decide. This bird will be in warm grays, blacks, yellows, uh, warm gray, black, yellow, a pretty Inktense, Inktense, Inktense. Okay. All right. Well, I do have another one that I started that I will be using Prismas on. So we will go ahead and put the Prismacolors up and grab the Inktense down by safety ribbon so they don't all end up on the floor, which has happened twice. All right. let me do some minor adjustments. I'm going to pull the camera forward a little bit. And audience, yes. And it's, I think it's really important to have, I think it really is important to involve the audience in what you're doing. I see I watch a lot of streams, so I see the stuff that other people do that work, and I figure out a way to adapt it to my own channel. Um, Not copy it, but sort of work it in however I can. And audience participation is a big one. And I will tell you that I am so thrilled that, and I know I keep saying this, everybody, but if you are not watching Curiosity Inc., you are missing out. This guy has gone from, I think when Dee Dee first mentioned him, he had like 57,000 viewers. He hit 100,000 in a week, and he hit 110,000 the day he posted the thank you for 100,000 subscribers. So I don't know what kind of magic sauce he has, other than the fact that he's just absolutely adorable. I did the math the other day. It turns out I'm old enough to be his mother. He's 40, and that scared me. so, so, um, so I could have had him when I was 16 or 19, I guess. 18. He's 40. I'm 59. Oh my God, you guys! I'm going to be 60 in a couple of months. Is that possible? I feel like I'm 25. How is it possible I could be 60? Okay, so warm gray. Uh, let's see here. I'm going to have to consult my trusty Waxwing. And, Belinda, it is called Curiosity Inc. Hang on. Geez Louise, I cannot type. C-U-R. For heaven's sakes. It's called Curiosity Inc. And it's a channel here on YouTube. And what the guy is, he's in British Columbia, or not British, he's in Edmonton, Canada. He is he has an antique shop there, and he does tons of uh, videos about hunting for antiques. And but he's just adorable. He's involved his whole family, and he drives a Ghostbusters ambulance and gets attention wherever he goes. And he's just one of those personalities that make you want to. Oh, Sammy, I happen to know that. According to the demographics on my videos, it's generally between 56 and 64. Oh, hang on a second. Oh, wait. All right, this is going to be the last time I put the Easter egg in. The Easter egg is for, it doesn't go anywhere else. It only goes in the live stream, and it's only good for 48 hours. So there it is one more time. But the idea with the Easter eggs is to get people to actually watch the videos. So the modernist colorist. Yeah, sure, Dev. Okay. The other thing I wanted to show you is over at Color My World, Lori has been working on doing this color combinations thing. Now, it's from Lori at Color My World that I got this wonderful recipe for Prismacolor leaf blending. And I picked up a new one just this morning, and it is really cool. It's a really cool combination. And so I wrote that down. So if you are not visiting over there and are interested in Prismacolor color combinations in on real items, not necessarily in a swatch book, then that's a great place to go. Yes, yes, May. 29 and 27. That's it. All right. And then I just put the swatch book away. Oh my goodness, my goodness, my goodness. Yeah, Sammy, I suspect that you and Nia are you, Nia, and Pickle are the youngsters. I could be wrong. Oh no, where are we? We're in Inktense. Okay, so Inktense swatches. Okay, we are going to be a very, very light. We're going to do antique white with a very tiny bit of neutral gray for the bird. Then I am going to want some baked earth. You're going to have to trust me on this, guys. Some baked earth and some. This, by the way, is the outliner pencil in the Inktense. I had never used it before until Rob's drawing, when I was doing Rob's drawing. And one of the things I noticed is that Rob had not put in the stem lines for this particular bunch of grapes or blueberries. And so I used that outliner to draw in the lines, and you know, it completely disappeared under the Inktense, and that is exactly what it is for. It's not really water soluble, it's just, it fades to nothing. Okay, so there is the ink black. Then I know I'm going to want a very nice sun yellow for this part of his wings and this part of his tail. So, and I think I'm also going to want a very light tan. So this is an interesting bird. '20 this year. Oh, wow. Your baby is 20. So that is, how many, Belinda, that's your youngest? Youngest is 24. Oh, this is so cool. Hang on. Hi, Katrina. Hi, May. Thank you. And by the way, everybody, a huge shout out to May today. That was so kind of her to go on early to hopefully get some of her subscribers over here. Of course, you know, here I am 19 minutes in and I haven't colored anything yet. So, oh, that's your eldest. Okay. Just going back in the chat and just sort of looking once again if I've missed. Hi, Ella. How are you? Hi, Victoria. Oh, it's so nice to see everybody. And once again, if I miss you, please don't take it personally. It really does have to do with the fact that I can't shoot, you know, I can't walk and chew gum at the same time usually. So, All right, so let me concentrate a little bit on what we want to do. Now, because this bird, and I do have a reference photo that I can bring up, maybe tuck off in a corner somewhere, so that I get it right, is it's a beautiful bird, and I had thought it was native to North America, and then I saw that it is actually uh, possibly, and May, you might know more than me, this is a Norwegian bird. Okay, point taken, May. I'll shut up now. All right, so this is the neutral gray, and I'm going to start out here. And I'm just putting a tiny bit in here. And sort of down there. And then I'm going to take a little bit of the baked earth. Now, this bird, uh, it looks sort of red, but it's really sort of a baked earth or a burnt orange color here. And down here in its regular fur, or regular feathers. Get you down to where you can actually see what I am doing. And let me do a little focus work with the camera. Okay, that's better. That's better. Okay, so just a little bit down in here. It is a very subtly colored bird. And then I'm just going to just add a tiny, tiny bit in here because I want it to be gray. Oh, I had to reach for the water brush. I was all set up thinking you guys were going to choose Prismacolors. And so, but it's just easy to transfer over to. Okay. I'm going to turn it this way so that I can get my stroke right. Keeping in mind, of course, that I am working on CreateSpace paper, so while watercoloring on it is certainly possible, which I prove regularly, you do have to approach it with a light hand. And usually more than one. That will look better, by the way, as it dries, and usually more than one application. So, okay, hang on one second. Okay, that was Kenny wondering where I was today, and so she has just seen that we are streaming, and it will be here hopefully. And so that's why I'm laying down some of this white first, although I'll probably put some of it over. And back to this neutral gray, just a very, very light. And then it's darker down here. And then there's also some tan in here. I'm hoping I'm not creating mud. And then we come down a little bit with this. Okay. Lost my reference photo. Okay. Now the waxwings, and you can, like I said, you can color this bird any way you want. But I'm coloring it as a Bohemian waxwing because that was the reference photo that I used when I drew it. And it's got like little black, oh, not black, but like dark gray tips down here at the bottom, and then it sort of fades up into a lighter gray. And note I'm keeping the long strokes because, you know, Inktense can leave those marks. And I want to capture that and use it for the effect. Over back here. And I can always darken up the edges, but you can't take it back with Inktense once it's, so if you've used too much, you can always come back and add more. You just can't take it away. It's like salt. Okay, and now I'm going back to the tan to just add a little bit of that in there. And hopefully that will work. Fingers crossed, everybody. So from the lighter into the darker. And then here in the center, And I'm only brushing in one direction. And see how it's leaving all those marks? That's because I'm using it so lightly. But I think that in the end, those marks will actually work for us. In allowing us to do touch-up. I may discover that this doesn't work. But it might. And if anybody is coming in that I haven't said hi to, I apologize. I am not very good at coloring and following the chat at the same time. Sammy, I am so impressed with the fact that you can. I don't know how you do it, but my hat's off to you. Okay, so there is that. Now I need to add, oops, the neutral gray down here, because I missed this little part of his feather. Now the Waxwing has a jet black undermarking here. So I am being very dark with that. And then also, his little mask is jet black. And that could be a problem with the way that I did his eyes. So I'm just leaving I can always go back in and outline his eye with a Posca. Okay, and then this one, this part of his mask is actually white. And I'm going to put some white in around here. And a little bit of gray in on his, oops, where are we? Neutral gray. A little bit of neutral gray in on his nose, because they don't have yellow beaks. This particular bird does not have a yellow beak. So work that down. And before I do anything else, I'm going to add a little bit of white even over that gray. See if I can't sort of tone that down a bit. Okay, so far so good. And yeah, it's a beautiful bird. It really is a beautiful bird. And okay, now its chest is really, really light. And I don't have a really light gray in um, the, the Inktense. So what I'm going to have to do is see if I can do what I did sort of here. And because this part of the wing, actually I'll do the rest of the wing and maybe that'll help. So this is the ink black. Now the wing actually has a white space right about here. It's a whole, I mean, a really stark line of demarcation. It is actually the tip of a set of feathers that I didn't really put in when I drew it. Uh, so I'm going to use this, which is the outliner pencil, and I'm going to just go ahead and add a little bit of that. And then I can use the ink black up above it. And below. Now, it also has a red spot, and it's very distinctive on these birds. And so I am going to use chili red. They have a red spot right about there. It is the only red that is on them, but they almost all seem to have it. So there is that. Now, for those, I mean, I don't have all this stuff in my memory, guys. I am actually looking at a reference photo, which I strongly encourage if you are going to be coloring something and you want it to be based upon real colors. Just go to Google, and look up a picture of what you want it to look like and keep it up on your screen while you're coloring. There's no copyright violation or anything like that with just using it as a coloring reference. You only get into trouble is if you try to download it to your own computer and save it and change it and do things like that. So, but you can use it as a coloring reference. And I'm trying to push some stuff up out of the way so I can get you up here. It is a beautiful bird. Staying away from that red spot just for the time being. And then going for the red spot. Now, I am going to take directly off the pencil, the white that I need for that little spot. And I could actually do that because I also need it for another lighter area that's up there. So I think I might have to wait for it to dry before I can get that spot to stay there. But that's pretty close. Okay, now because this bird actually these are also black, but because I have to establish some sort of a contrast, I'm going to go ahead and make this part a neutral gray. And I'm just sort of scribbling it in there so that it's not quite, because this part is yellow. And this part is yellow down here on the tail feathers. Now, this is probably a male. I mean, the female is probably drab and icky looking, but the males are awfully pretty. Okay. His name is King Bob. Okay. Hi, King Bob. Nice to meet you. And of course, once again, as with all things, if you color something and you don't like it, you can always, with Inktense, let it dry thoroughly, and then you can always do little corrections with your colored pencils if that's what makes you more comfortable. Personally, I kind of like the way this is turning out. I gotta say that I like the way that the strokes are working for the soft feathers. Good night, Sammy. Thank you for joining. I really appreciate you being here. And okay, so now this, I can finally do the super soft gray, uh, and this back tail is also the super soft gray. So I need to use that neutral gray with a very light hand. I'm trying to get a little bit more coverage, although I can just follow my leaf lines down, or my, not leaf lines, but my feather lines that I drew in down. And then I'm going to try to add some white over the top to see if that helps. Of course, if I wanted a really light blend, probably a bunch of you have been shouting this at me, uh, I could always have put it on a palette and dissolved it first and then used it. But I wanted to see if this would work. Oops. I think I squeezed out a little more water than I intended there. That's okay. The world will not come to an end. The paper will not peel. Yes, you can watercolor in your CreateSpace books. You just have to develop a light hand. Although, I don't know where my light hand was on those inks. Oh, by the way, if anybody is here and wants to see my latest experiments with the inks, the distress inks, I posted a video this morning where I am working on another picture using them. Okay, and so now, I guess we only have this part, which also is yellow, because the red portion on this is on the other side. You wouldn't be able to see it. There's now I can go ink black here because I'm not right next to something else that's ink black. And I can actually do ink black here in the upper portions of this. I just want to leave some sort of contrast. And I can go back in with a Posca and or with a Uniball and put in a little bit of a demarcation there between his feathers and his chest. Not being very careful around the edges. Okay. So, believe it or not, his nearing completion. His little, I've got a sort of tan here, and just a little bit of the neutral gray. There. And a very, very pretty bird. I think he's very pretty. You can, I mean, I can certainly put a second coat on him, but that is pretty much the color of a Bohemian waxwing.